And what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing you the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I'm a real-world dispatcher aiming to bring you the best content that I can from the right seat of the airplane through my 12 years of aviation experience. That whole spiel. We are in a mass hurry tonight if we want to finish this one up. So we're going to get straight to it real quick and fast and dirty, and then we'll get into the chat once we get airborne. Been pretty busy today doing a clean install of my Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and get everything else, all my add-ons installed into that. It does seem like we've been able to get a lot more FPS back in Microsoft Flight Sim. Hopefully we'll have better streams in the future than what we did last night as far as performance goes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get our fuel and passengers on board. Fuel balance, payload. There. Give us 0 fuel at 106.9. We're planned at 106.9. Cool. Perfect. See our fuel. We want 13.6. We got that already. Sweet. So that part is done. Coming down to the FMS. Get that second camera on there for you guys. Let's go route. Key West. KATL, and we are Delta Airlines 1073. Departing off runway 9. Legs, we are direct. There's gonna be a whole bunch of directs. Carnu. Hulky. Grids. From grids, it's going to be Q87. Wherever the damn Q is. and Matlock. From Matlock's going to be Q77. And then Sharks. From Sharks would be Larry. And then your rival going to be on the Jedi 2, Lars Transition, planning ILS 28, and let's see, 28. Let's do Freeman legs. There should be a lot more. That's correct. Execute that. Net 05826.9. Our reserves gonna be 2.9. Cost index. Jesus Christ. Planning at 8. Let's go 99. Cruise today is 380. Top of climb wind 248 at 28. And it's minus 52 on the temp. Before we do any more of that, let's come back over to payload and let's increase our fuel. Let's go 13.9. Compensate for flying faster. Yeah, more than that. 14.1. Okay. It's gonna go. We're gonna go no flex. Fast climb. It's gonna be a high performance takeoff like last night. In the Airbus, flaps 15, CG, and we got V speeds of a 111, 113, and 122. Be able to get to that pretty easily. Should have plenty of runway for that. Back up to the overhead. Let's get the APU started. Seatbelt sign on. Play some dumb Delta music. And I'm not ignoring the chat, guys. Just want to get off the ground as fast as we can. Y'all know the spill. Cruising at 38,000. Put that there. Touchdown zone elevation is 998. We are in auto. Cool. Now on the autopilot panel, whatever they call this in Boeing, flight directors will come on. On the auto throttle, V2 is 122. Initial climb will be whatever we want to do. We're going to the west. Let's go 5,000. Or correction, east. Runway heading is 093. Sweet. In Key West. Altimeter is 2994. All those are set. sun is setting. Remove that. Don't think we're going to be pushing out today. We'll taxi straight out, make a right-hand turn. So at this point, I think we're just waiting on passengers to finish boarding. Make sure everything is running. Delta's running. Atlanta's good. Got our charts. The overlay is up. Active sky is up. W, ATL. 30,000 feet.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the bin.
Cabana says, let's do this. Jim says, let's go. EQ, you love ATL? I really don't. I just have very few sceneries for X-Plane. Hey Asian Geek, happy Watermelon Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Welcome aboard. Jeff Cabana, you sure you want to fly an ATL buttload of weather? Yep, saw that. Actually looking at it right now. What are the tops on that stuff? Looks like if I stay, actually my route looks, it's going to work around that stuff perfectly. So we're going to bob and weave up towards Matlock, a little bit back to the west, and back to the east. And looks like the top should be a little bit lower up here. But Jeff, since you are, oh, we got tower online up Atlanta. We'll probably be in controlled airspace here before too long. Jeff, since you're spatching, what are those tops like? I'm waiting on a meeting to start, and it's like waiting on a woman. That's about right. Like Brad Paisley says, waiting on a woman. Welcome aboard, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out tonight. This short notice stream. Was going to do Microsoft Flight Sim, but still hadn't gotten everything back installed yet, and still a little bit skeptical. I want to run some test flights before I start streaming that again. We need to hurry up with DLSS. Why is this taking so long? Why? I need to hurry up. We're late. Shut that door. We'll be ready to go as soon as they are done. So here's a little question for y'all. On the secondary camera in the future, y'all want to keep it on the remote FMS, or would y'all like me to move it over to the Bravo throttle where y'all can see that? I'm going to take this down a little bit where you can see a little bit of the flight controls and my crotch. Alright, we're good to go.
We're ready to go when you are.
Low towards the east. Sweet. I get to watch you for 2 hours while I wait for my daughter's theater practice. Oh Lord. Hope you got your earbuds. I'd rather watch me than that for sure.
And welcome aboard.
Alright, let's get out of here.
73, with service to Atlanta. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 35 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Want those folks to drive away. They're going to park behind us. And I believe we are now just about ready to go. Let's fire them up. It's sitting in the car. There you go. Stay completely out of it. And we'll start 1 first. N2's rising. I can't see nothing out of there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Hello, welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Every time we take off, we try to make the world a little smaller. Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers and crew. So please, give us your attention as we show you one of the safest worlds there is, the world of the safety card. Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions. Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector. Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front and center of the plane.
And we need to trim it.
In the event of evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask toward you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. The water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the first class or business class cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or less. Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, and your tray table is put away. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you need anything before we take off. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
On behalf of everyone at Delta, thank you for paying attention. Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and enjoy your flight.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
test our thrust reverser just to make sure it still works. It's Mars having issues there. Flight controls check. Chair. See how it's got a little bit of wiggle. Key West traffic, Delta 1073, departing off runway 9, exiting the airspace to the north. Key West. Up heading. Hopefully we have a better portion than we did last time we did the 7.3. Now we approach. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. $400. 1,000.
larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate out during the last flight. This aircraft uses onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to stay in all seats with to access. We do offer complimentary flight seats thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live library.
Forgot about those packs. Alright, just back to the chance. Let's see. Sounds are too loud. That's the thing that's hard to do with this streaming stuff, is that I can't hear what y'all hear, so it's always hard for me to tell. Let's see. So again, I won't get home until 9. I want to fly the damn CRJ, damn it. Last night I went to do some testing on the new release build for iRacing, and my wheelbase quit working in the middle of, oh, I bet that turned out great. Chat, is it just me, or is he suffering a stutter? I hope it's not. Move that view around, see what it does. Looks smooth as of right now. Yeah, I thought that might happen with the noises. I turned the master up. I had the master way low at first. But thank y'all for letting me know so I could correct it. Plus, I mean, who y'all would rather have the noises on departure, right? This airplane does have some pretty good engine sounds. I think I saw Spirit fly over my head and down, and yeah, probably did. Spirit does have some flights that go into there. What in the world is that noise for? Are you talking about the trim wheel sound? Whenever these move, so like when I'm trimming the airplane, you get an audible sound in the 737. So like we'll disconnect and I'll show you what I mean. So when I trim the airplane, you get that sound. Autopilot's back on. Watching you and doing online classes with my son. Sweet! Hopefully that's not too much of a pain in the ass for you. Rio. No more stutter. Yeah, it may have been. Especially if you're watching on a phone or something like that. Cabana. Damn. So overlay. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, see how fast I forget stuff. I don't know. It was an aircraft config warning. Basically, to alert me that the aircraft is not in a takeoff configuration. Although I beg to differ, we were auto brake RTO, which that probably wouldn't even trigger that. We were within the trim window, You got to be within the green. We were well within the green, and we were flaps 15 indicating green light. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. It might be a bug with the airplane. I doubt it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try the Zebo the next time by the 800. I did think about buying Orbit's True Earth so that y'all would have prettier stuff to see, but I was like, well, it's going to be nighttime, and that shit's almost $50 for the state of Florida, so I didn't do it. I'm going to have to start to add a donate button or something. I'm spending so much money on this to create content, although really it's more just, it's fun for me to create content. I have to say though, I am big time digging this chair. I'm able to get myself a lot higher in this chair than my other one, and it puts the yoke right where I want it. Got this little thingamajig right in my crotch, so that's a little weird, but it puts the yoke right where I want it instead of it being up here. It's pretty nice. Go down. We can really get up. Now we do this though. We're really up there. Kind of like this. Got weather on over there, and on over here as well. We'll draw this one way out. 160 miles on it. Keep this one at 40 or 80. Sweet. Turn the weather on this thing? Let's see. Do you know if you can do a digital McDo FMS for any other aircraft on Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't believe so. I don't think anybody else yet has implemented that into their airplanes. For X-Plane, I found a plug-in, paid 20 bucks, and it gives me access to all the major payware airplanes. So I did buy that for X-Plane, but as far as Microsoft Flight Sim goes, I don't believe anybody else has. Aerosoft doesn't ever seem to care as much to do cool stuff like that. Well, not even in the damn camera no more. There we go. I'm gonna feed my dogs real quick. I'm about an hour and 41 minutes late feeding them. You know, they're happy about that. Essentially had the smoothest flight last night, no issues at all. Even took a note out of your book and did a circle to kill some altitude. Its own Volanta. Let's go take a look at that. Yeah, it's if you go look at all my flights, I'm sure you'll find plenty where I did that. Yeah, it's a great way to get back on profile. Let's see where are you at? There you are. Flights. American 1628, Chicago, Indy. Yeah. That worked out perfectly. Nice little loop. Touchdown, negative 196. Nice. As they say, anything below 200 is smooth. Did you fly a real world route? Did you like pull a route out of like FlightAware or something like that? Peachtree Airport. It's weird somebody would man that tower. I don't know who's gonna be flying the Peachtree. But Atlanta does have tower online as of right now. It's a busy airport, it says. A bunch of people flying there. 39 flights into Atlanta today. 1,000 to go. Alright, we'll go let the dogs out real quick. Or not let them out, but feed them real fast, and I shall be right back.
in-flight meal service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly.
Alright. Hell are we now? Oh, we're over Lake Okeechobee. Oh, let's see. Kind of weird. Maybe go over Michigan before heading south. Yeah, that's actually relatively normal coming out of Chicago. Choose real route on SimBrief. Yeah, it's pretty normal. Everything out of Chicago is an area departure, going RNAV to a fix, and they'll do weird stuff like that. If you should just stayed home, right? We get to stay home during our recurrent training, which is always nice, because that saves me a couple days of having to drive 4 hours south to Lauderdale. Meeting starts at 7, and nobody likes to show up until 6:15, 6:30. So how early would you want them to be there? I mean, that's shooting 45 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 45 minutes early. Granted, I show up at work, and Cabana, if he's still in here, he can contest that I start my shift at 9:30. Yeah, he's here. I start my shift at 9:30, and I'll show up at 8 o'clock, 8:15, 8:30. And then sometimes I'm showing up like right at, but usually I'm there early because I have nothing else to do since I'm at the crash pad. I am drinking ranch water, Texas company, blue agave hard seltzer. The lime is actually pretty good. Their original is best. The rest of them taste like shit. If it's not original or it's not lime, I highly would not recommend drinking hard or whatever the shit is, ranch water. And then I've got a Florida Man IPA by Cigar City Brewing Company over here on, it's going to be the secondary drink. This one is 5%. This one's 8.5, I believe. 8.5. That's all I need to just chill. 5 p.m. Oh, okay. You want people to show up at 5 p.m. for a 7 p.m. meeting? Like, is there stuff to do before the meeting or what? Blake shows up 4 hours early. Ranch water, isn't that Cowboy Troy's brand? No, it's oh god, the guy that plays Walker on well, at least I mean, if Cowboy Troy owns it, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably about to look it up, but what's his name? Walker on Yellowstone. I know he was on a commercial for ranch water. I wake up at work. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, I did remember that you are a truck driver. To me, that's strange with how busy that airport is in real life. I used to live in Schaumburg. That's a guess. Which is right on the approach path from west of O'Hare. Yeah, you would think they would have a lot more complex SIDS and stars coming out of there, and the stars are what you would expect, but the SIDS, and I don't know if it's just with how busy they are, along with having Midway right there next to them as well, that area departures work better for them, but that's what they do. Same with Newark does the same. I think LaGuardia might as well. There's some big airports that are really busy that you would think would have very complex SIDS and stars and don't. In fact, I think Manchester. Where is Manchester? Cabana, what state is Manchester in? I don't remember. Massachusetts. Never mind. Disregard. Manchester, Massachusetts has more complex SID than Chicago does. It's kind of weird. Let's see if we're painting any weather. see, not a. Gonna turn the tilt. No, can't do nothing. Some BS. We are just now crossing Matlock. We are a Bean Palm Bay. We're coming into Central Florida now. We won't start really seeing the higher tops until about Daytona, as far as the east side of the state, and then south of Gainesville on the west side of the state. I would really like it if Jack Center or Atlanta Center would come online. That'd be great. Midway is a good alternate for Chicago, right? Because if whatever's happening in Chicago, O'Hare probably won't happen in Midway. I love how you just you'll just state the opposite of what everything should be. Massachusetts shaking damn head. Shake your head all you want, man. There's a Manchester in Tennessee. What's the population of Manchester, Tennessee? Like 1,800? Not allowed. It said Sean. Really? Let me go back to that. Schaumburg? Huh. Schaumburg. Interesting. I would think it's like German. Chase, my friend, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to see you in the chat. Nice, on my way to Atlanta. You might hear me on there, Delta 2846. Sweet. Let me see if I can't find you on Atlanta. Chase Man 1. Oh, I see you. At least I thought it did. Follow flight. Oh, just got your invite. I accepted. Now you'll light up green. I'll make it even easier. It's weird. It keeps. Oh, I see. Jacksonville. Okay, that's why it keeps centering over there. Got it. Head up to Atlanta. Well, depending on how quickly you get airborne, won't be might be neck and neck. Sweet. I hope I hear you on frequency. You have no idea. Oh, 10,721, Manchester, Tennessee. Probably cheaper to live there than it is down here. Folks are probably nicer there too. Let's go. Cabana, you want to move to Manchester, Tennessee? Maybe it's relatively close to Franklin where we were supposed to go. I want to find it without searching it. Do y'all want to keep it nighttime, or would y'all like me to turn some daylight on? That'll be up to y'all. Oh, look at that. We got a PFD reflection, even though we're looking out over the wing. Yep. Here I am, right over Orlando. Probably cruising over my house right now. Let's see. Fix. KATL. /30 miles. /10 miles. Legs. Is this thing over down there? AOC. Oh, we got AOC stuff. Does it even work? That's the question. No. Well, we got out and off times. It's pretty cool. We were out of the gate 14.1. We were off the ground 13.6. Burned 500 pounds on the taxi out. It's kind of a high burn rate if you ask me on a 737-700 and a short taxi like that. We were off the ground in almost 10 minutes. What else can we do here? This latest menu don't even work. CPLC. Cruise, actual wind. So is it calculating the actual winds right now? 253, sure is. So legs. Midnight 57. Did I give a fuel burn? Alright, so at Atlanta we are estimated to land with 4.9. 221 miles until top of descent. That's the prog page. That's cool. Let's see what I'm looking at. So as you can see here, we've got 4.9 estimated landing fuel on arrival. 218 on top of descent, all that good stuff. It is currently midnight 05. Oh no, it says we're landing at 0116 Zulu. Well, that don't make any sense. It says we're landing at midnight 57. I guess we'll see. Manchester, Tennessee isn't worth living in. I don't know. I mean, how much meth do they have there? If they got enough meth, maybe I'll go. Kidding. Jump seat to Indy. I got connections at the local brewery, Sun King Brewery. Okay. I'll definitely. The thing I'll definitely hit you up on that one day. The only thing is though, if I'm jump seating, I can't drink, so I'll have to have 8 hours from the time of my last beer until the time I fly. 8 hours bottle to throttle, we call it. But I definitely will hit you up on that. I already got plans to go up to Charlotte and hit some breweries with Shaq at some point. Be careful what you say. Yeah, we most definitely might be neck and neck. My sim is taking a little bit to load into jacks. I have a lot of scenery. Yep, I feel you. I think last time I counted between like small airports and big airports, I'm actually not sure. Probably more than you can handle. I could imagine. Let's see. So this is a little map. I don't even know how up to date this is. This is a little map that I have for all my add-on airports, just in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it's a bunch, spanning all the way up from here in Alaska, all the way down to Katl. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. So we've got, I have 71 add-on airports. Most of these are payware, and the only ones that I would consider not payware would be these. Oh shit, y'all can't even see because that's in the way. Would be these bottom ones. These are included in Microsoft Flight Simulator in the premium package or deluxe package, whichever one it is. So when you say you've got a lot of airports or a lot of scenery, I definitely feel you. I usually only do payware scenery though, just because I've had too many issues with freeware stuff between FSX, Prepared, and Microsoft Flight Sim over the years. So now I'm just kind of hoity-toity like that, where I'll only do payware. Might restart the simulator. Going to delete some of them in this loading long, probably because yeah, that fly-by-wire would definitely extend your download times. Today I did a fresh reinstall of my Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and loaded up into 787 first just to look at the frame rates, and then loaded into the fly-by-wire, and it took a lot longer for the sim to load with going into the fly-by-wire. I watched Just Plane's video of a 777 approaching the Quito, Ecuador. Oh wow. There's a giant cliff right at the end of the runway. Yeah, that's definitely an gnarly approach. There's Bucaramanga, I believe it is. This is one that my company flies to, and it's pretty gnarly, to be honest. Cabana, what is, if you're still here, what's the airport code for Bucaramanga down in Colombia? I don't even know how to spell it. I found it. Oh, there it is. Cockpit approach. Way too many A's. So this one is right, this airport sits literally on a cliff. There's a drop off before and a drop off at the end of the runways. And it's pretty gnarly. Kind of see that cliff. jump seater would have pointed the camera out a little bit sooner.
30, 20, retard, retard.
See if I can find a better one. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah.
Terrain, terrain. Terrain, 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 terrain.
So a lot of the pilots in my crash pad were telling me that when you're coming into Bucaramanga, you get a lot of winds rolling up the cliff face. So as you like come over the threshold of the runway, you'll get a strong updraft a lot of times, and that makes landing quite a bit harder. I guess fast forwarding doesn't work in picture. I think this video is messed up. It's like what the thumbnail thing is showing me is different from what what the hell? Yeah, it cuts off right before. That's weird. Let's pop out. You can see the cliff face pretty good in this. So that's the airport straight ahead. And it's like that on both sides. Pretty crazy. I wouldn't necessarily want to land on that. This one's obviously sped up a bit. Yeah, Bucaramanga's pretty crazy, and I have that in my scenery for Microsoft Flight Sim, so maybe we'll fly that one day. Maybe we'll try landing on that thing. Terrain callouts, yep. Seems like a lot of South American airports have crazy approaches. They do. Thing of it's obviously the mountainous terrain, and with that mountainous terrain, obviously it's hard to do just like straight in ILSs. Also, I think they're a bit more underdeveloped in a lot of ways too, which probably adds to that. Like the approach that you have to follow a valley and turning right before touchdown. Yeah, I think that one's talking about Peru in Indonesia, wherever it's at. Okay, restarted the Sims, loading in the jacks now, trying to hurry. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I would say I'd slow down for you. I'm just over jacks now. But my girlfriend's probably gonna be home, yeah, before we even land, and the longer it takes me to get off my computer, the more annoyed she gets, and the more feisty she becomes. But next time I'm gonna do a stream, and it might be a little while, because after today I go commute down to South Florida to work for a week, and then I'm gonna go home to Louisiana for a week, back to work for a week, and then finally back on the stream. I don't know, I do have one day that I'm home after my work week this upcoming week, so I'll try to squeeze the stream in. I'm just usually beyond tired when I get home, but maybe we can collaborate. And if you want to, my Discord is in the description. Add me on the Discord, that way we can chat directly, and maybe we can coordinate and get a flight in together. So Premium Volanta allows you to take screenshots, upload the screenshots to the map. I think I saw one a second ago. But you can do screenshots, upload larger file sizes. I think it comes with some other stuff. That, for me, is the primary thing. I might actually get rid of it because it doesn't do, I don't really take a whole lot of screenshots and post them. But what else does it do? Let's see, gives you flight schedules. Find your next flight with our powerful real-world schedule search. Roster, queue up a series of flights and fly them anytime. Flight parties, cloud autosaves, cloud screenshots, aircraft persistence, which automatically records aircraft state for you to continue where you left off. I would imagine that's probably more of an X-plane thing. Remote pause and unpause. So I guess if you're in cruise and you're sitting in the other room and for whatever reason, like, you need to pause the sim, you can do it. Time sync, you can sync your simulator to the current real world time with a simple checkbox. You can do that in the sim. Premium stats, show all of your status with dedicated premium icons, Discord benefits, and gain access to exclusive Orbix discounts. So there you go, that's what Volanta Premium is. It is $6.35 a month. I'll probably cancel that because I don't think I'm going to use any of that. Let's see, Jack's approach is on 3277. I'll listen in and see if we can hear you, Chase. Let's do it over here. 30. I want to say 3277. Gives a little background sound too. Damn women. Yep. Damn, back to work already. Seems like you just got home. Yeah, it feels like I just got home, and I had a really good week off, but I am not ready to go back. Especially now that, like, thunderstorms are starting to flare up every afternoon here in Florida. This is what Florida's looking like right now. See if I can change the weather radar color. That's probably, oh, the Weather Channel. Of course, that's what we want. And map. So this is right now in Florida. Although in the sim it doesn't look much like that, unless we're just topping all of it. But with all this stuff starting to flare up more often, I'm not ready to go back to work. Thunderstorms, for me, every dispatcher is different. Some people prefer thunderstorms over winter weather, dealing with like braking action and frozen fog, snow and all that kind of stuff. The IFR type weather conditions. Some people rather deal with thunderstorms than that. I am the opposite. I rather deal with IFR weather. You can usually predict it a little easier than thunderstorms. Sometimes there won't be any forecast for thunderstorms, and all of a sudden in Texas you got a squall line from north to south blowing up, and you've routed your flight right through where it's blowing up at. When you have thunderstorms, especially like squall lines, I mean, I've seen squall lines that span from Canada to Mexico, and you kind of just rely on future radar to see where there might be some gaps that are forecasted to open up, and try to time it right and send your aircraft into that general area with a lot of fuel. And when they get out there, find a gap to get through if there is one, but there's not always one, and sometimes your flights end up deviating a good 2, 3, worst cases sometimes 400 miles. And obviously, like, you can fly into a snowstorm to an extent depending on what the braking action is and how well the airport operations are keeping up with contamination on the runway, but you can't fly into a thunderstorm. So I hate thunderstorm season, and it lasts a hell of a lot longer here in Florida than it does anywhere else in the States. So makes me even more so not ready to go back to work. But I do have the best shift for summertime. I have the worst, or one of the worst shifts for wintertime, but I have one of the best for summertime. Starting at 9:30 at night, for the most part. Well, this day can't get any worse. Just noticed my running lights were still on. My batteries, no, holy, damn, man. Maybe somebody will jump you off, and then hopefully maybe running the car all the way home will charge the battery up enough. Damn, that sucks. Chase might not catch up to you because Fly-by-Wire wants to be stupid, but I'll be in soon. Sounds good. Let me know when you're about to transmit on frequency, and I'm gonna monitor. Let's see, so let's start talking about our arrival. We're not too far out from top of descent. Top of descent 64 miles away, so we'll be there before we know it. We've got the aircraft set up already for the arrival. Hang on, I need to finish this drink. I'm babysitting it. She like bringing I don't even know if she's old enough to drive, but she bringing like another car going to help jump off the one you're in? Alright, that one's done. Okay, for the arrival, coming in on the Jedi 2 Lars transition. Bottom end of Lars is 240, so we'll start there. Then we've got Disaster, I guess that's what that is, 280 knots, 14,000 feet. Wokey, 250 knots, 11,000 feet. Jedi, 250 at 10. And I'm just talking bottom altitudes, not so much like at or above. Daffy, 8,000 feet. From there, we'll be transitioning onto the approach. We're planning ILS 28. From there, we'll go Terry, Preman, and then shoot the approach. ILS frequency is 111.75. Final approach course is 275. A final approach fix is Jubba, 2,700 feet. MSL. Touchdown zone elevation is 998 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 1,500 and climb the left turn to 3,000 on a 216 heading. It is a 3-degree glide slope. We have approach lights, Pappy on the right, and again, if we go miss, 1,500 left turn 3,000, 216 heading. To shoot this approach, we need 200-foot ceilings, half-mile viz. Let's take a look at the weather. So as of right now, information alpha is current 2352 Zulu, winds are 330 at 9, 10 statute miles, broken 18,000, overcast 25,000. Something I just realized, 3277. I feel like I'm not on the right. No, I'm not. Why can't I tune that? 32770. There's plenty of people in there. Let's see. Yeah, she's bringing jump tickets. Good. Glad you got at least a way to hopefully resolve the situation. So anyways, back to the ATIS. The altimeter is 2994, which is what it was when we departed Key West, so we may not have to change anything coming out of standard. Simultaneous approaches in use to ILS 26 right, 27 left, and 28. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Information alpha. Cool. Alright, so once we land, obviously we have the minimums to shoot this approach. Once we land, we're looking at Hunter's runway lights, centerline lights, approach lights, touchdown zone lights, PAPI on the right, 1 and 3, angle 3 degrees. Why do we need, why is there 2 of those? It's grooved, RVR is reporting, and from the glide slope we have 7,900 feet of usable runway, and it's 150 feet wide. Once we land, we'll plan to exit at hopefully Sierra Golf 6. And we will have tower, so we'll just let them direct us how they want us to proceed from there. 275 is in the course. We'll leave that the same. And then we've got 1175 in nav 1 and 2. So we are set up there for the ILS. Bothered me though that I can't. Jacksonville East approach 132,770, and this won't let me do 770. Looks like it's skipping. Let's try down here. Nope, skips that one too. That's like the one frequency. It goes from 7, should be 765 to 770, but it's skipping it. Huh. Then the ATIS is gonna be 2555. The furthest runway. It's going to be the closest for us. We're coming in from the south. But, yeah, we'll be a long taxi in. And I'm doing this. I mean, I don't know what this tower controller is going to do. He's just going to clear us the land is basically all he's going to do. We're not going to have at least as of now, we don't have approach to assign us a runway. But pretty much every single time that I fly into Atlanta, we land, and I'm always coming in from Florida for the most part. But even when I come in from the east, if they're landing to the west, we land 28 almost every time. Gonna fly from Chattanooga to Atlanta, quickest way for me to get to you. Okay. They still may not be able to make it. I mean, from our present position to Atlanta, minus all the crossing constraints, you're about the same distance as we are now. And if you're not airborne now, which obviously you aren't, you might have a hard time. But it's worth a shot, right? Alright, here comes top of descent. So our first bottom altitude is 24,000 feet. I'm going to put 216 in here for now. So it's just to go around heading, because I'll forget by the time I get down there. Yeah, that's true. At this point, I mean, since you have to set up the airplane and stuff, I don't really know if there's anywhere you could depart from and land at the same time. Hurry. Imagine my girlfriend will be home soon. She usually texts or calls me and lets me know she's on the way, but she hasn't done it the last time. I'll be on the ground in roughly 30 minutes. Drop page. Atlanta, still saying on the ground at 116Z. That just don't sound correct to me. Midnight 34. Oh hell. I know what that means. She here. Well, I vacuumed today. Did the dishes. Made the bed. All the honeydews. Better not get mad at me. I'll depart from Atlanta. Oh, there we go. Well, if you're departing Atlanta, by the time you get set up and taxi out and stuff, well, probably good timing. Disregard. It was not my girlfriend. So, man, what'd y'all do today? Going to where? Oh, really? Oh, that's fun. It was, roommate and her boyfriend. Alright, let's see if we can pick up Atlanta ATIS. Guess not yet. Sometimes they have special flight sim notes in the ATIS. Do a little security check, make sure there's no body trying to barge into our cockpit. I bet these are just pictures. I should change those to something funny. Oh, let's see. Let's go here. Get that going. Alright, Alright, so yeah, so prog page says landing at 117Z, fuel 5.1, but if we go to the legs page, and then tab over to 2.8, be right here, go route data, 2.8, ETA, midnight 57, and that to me sounds a little more correct based off of what time it is right now and just knowing about how long it takes to come down from 38,000 feet. To go. Alright, so the next bottom altitude is 14. Just keep it coming down. Our transitioning on Lars, L-A-R-Z-Z, Jedi 2, 2.8, KATO. Digital ATIS 1965. But on here they're showing 25.5, so we'll ignore that. That's not it either. Always mess this up. Unable to find. Am I spelling it wrong? Oh yeah, I am. That's why. Alright, so JJE DI 2.28. There we go. KATL. Cool. Yeesh. And we crossed all that stuff at the perfect time, crossed all the low tops. Turn this up, y'all hear the jip whiz. We just crossed 18,000 feet. It's not technically a jip whiz, it's a just call outs from PREFLIGHT. 2994 was the latest. Altimeter's already set to that, so we're good there. I guess we don't technically need these charts. We'll pull them up just as a backup since we're going to be controlled. Phone is off. So usually what I do is I have I got this little phone right here. I'll set this here and I can do charts on it so I can always see it. And we can do it on the EFB as well. like this 4-flight stuff. Let's see. Work has been straight BS today. Man, it can be a VFR day, and somehow our company will find a way to make it a BS day. Or ATC will find a way to make it a BS day. Yeah. Alright, 1,000 to go. Next altitude, it's going to be 11,000. Get my chair cranked up, get in position. I like this chair. And next is going to be 10,000. We're just going to do the bottom of 8,000. Doesn't really matter since we're not being controlled. Got Spirit Wing 740 on approach. It's got a checkbox too. Yeah, flaps 15, landing needed. Yeah. Conversing flap inhibit, at or above 10,000 feet, fixed landing light. Passenger sign is needed. Oh, dude, I forgot to turn the seatbelt sign off this entire flight. Leave it off for a second. So we're gonna take out this vector since we have no approach. Remember how to do it in Boeing. Sweet, now everything joins up. Plan auto brake 1, and we'll get the fixed lights on. 10,000 feet.
All Wi-Fi related tasks and show any larger electronics.
I think there is more FedEx traffic in Indy than anything else. Have you ever looked at Memphis at night? Man, that's insane. When I was in dispatch school, they showed us a video of like weather, like thunderstorms moving into Memphis area, and all the airplanes were like coming in, and it looked like ants, and there were so many of them. And then once the weather was over the field, they all just like diverted. It just looked like an anthill. It was funny. Almost bought Memphis for X-Plane. But I was like, Memphis is really close to Atlanta. Like, I try to geographically spread them out so it can do more flights. I try to keep flights anywhere between like an hour and an hour and a half, unless we're just going to do like one long flight. But I prefer to get more legs in when I can. I think that's a little more fun. You see the fun stuff more often, like takeoffs and landings. Alright, we're going to chill here at 8,000 for a sec. Then we'll work our way back down. 4,000 will be the next altitude. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and set it and let the airplane do what it wants. So if I tell it what to do, I'm just going to screw it up. And we'll go ahead and check in with Atlanta Tower. Ugh, sorry, I'm going to be burping now. Oh, Memphis Center just came online. No matter, they've been online. We just got in range. 119.9. Man, God, I just love where this chair, where it puts me with my controls. It's great. I don't know, let's go a little higher, just for giggles. There was some foam stuff that came with the packaging, and I put it under my rug or whatever this thing is, just so that the chair won't move so easy. Hey Macy. Dog saying hello. Y'all see her nose? Don't you knock over my camera. Is your mommy here? Where's your mommy at? Where's your mom? You say that, she'll legit take off and go looking for her mom. i.e. the girlfriend. Let's see. I don't think I've seen you on West Coast. Yeah, not really so much on X-Plane. I know I flew. Where was I? Portland to Seattle, not too terribly long ago. I've flown a little bit up there. Once we get the Phoenix, and especially once we get DLSS on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 with Phoenix, PMDG, and the MD-80, oh dude, we're gonna really be hitting up a lot of my mini payware airports. I wish I could just make these armrests a little bit lower. I guess we'll call this dude up on final. Oh, Macy's back. Y'all see her little nose. What are you doing, Mace? Yeah, I think we did Glacier Falls, Glacier Park. I really want to go there in real life. A lot of Jackson Hole, I guess that's out west, but not necessarily west coast. But I got a lot of stuff on the west coast. Some of it I definitely need DLSS before I can stream it, like Burbank, San Jose. A lot of that big city stuff where there's a lot of scenery really bogs down the sim.
Atlanta 8 is information Bravo. 2352 Zulu. West 330 at Niner. Visibility 10. Ceiling 18,000 broken. 25,000 overcast. Temperature 12. 2.7. Altimeter 29994. Simultaneous departures. Departing runways 26 left. 27 right. Expect RNAV off the ground departing runways 26 left, 27 right. Simultaneous approaches in use. ILS approach runway 26 right. ILS approach runway 27 left. North is to air missions. Operate transponder with mode Charlie on all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
I want to hear the timestamp on that. I'm looking at Alpha.
Atlanta 8 is information Bravo. 2352 Zulu. Left 330 at Niner. Visibility 10.
2352 is Alpha, but we'll tell them Bravo. Alright, so on the approach, we'll start tracking the Yoke. We'll go flaps 2. Probably just gonna do the slats. Alright, I'm gonna go. How far out are we? 17 miles? Shoot, speed it up. Wanzer in 4 miles. We'll call him up at Wanzer. $6,000 is the go around. 216 heading. Cool. And the girlfriend's home. 1073. Alright, we'll stay here until we capture the glide slope. We're on the Yoke. Glide slope's alive. We'll get rid of the cameras. You can just enjoy the approach. Oh wait, do y'all want... I guess we'll do this so y'all can see the Yoke. I do have San Diego on Atlanta ground waiting for you, cold and dark startup. Cool. We are almost there. Slower down 170. We'll go flaps 5. Atlanta Tower, Delta 1073, crossing Wanzer at 4,000 on the ILS runway 28. With info, Bravo. Oh wait, 19.1? Yeah. Atlanta Tower, Delta 1073, just crossed Wanzer at 3.4 on ILS 28, information Bravo.
Delta 1073, Atlanta Tower, welcome, runway 28, clear to land.
28 clear to land, Delta 1073. Slow her down a little bit more. Girlfriend's calling. Oh, not anymore. Bye. Alright, approach speed is 122. So we'll make it 126.
Delta 2846 radio check.
5.
Alright, missed altitude is set. Heading is set as well. Gear down.
Runway 7, RNAV to Slav, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Flaps full.
From runway 7, clear for takeoff, 27 right, RNAV Slav.
Let the airplane get comfortable and established before I take over. It's starting to get cold in my car. Oh, I bet it is a parachute. I like flying into San Diego or LAX. I've got San Diego as an Orbix. It's awesome scenery. LAX is not as nice. Field Air came out with one, but Field Air is kind of meh. But I might end up getting it. Here we go. 1,000 flaps, full gear down. Auto brake is on. Oh wait, on the spoilers. Spoilers are on. Here we go. God help us. Oh, and I want to go. Oh, sweet, automatically. Traffic is that guy departing over there off 26 left. A little bit of a 9-knot quartering headwind from the right side. And it is off.
Delta 1073, thank you so much for choosing Atlanta. Right when able, taxi to the right by Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie. Cross runway 27 left at Sierra, Sierra Golf. Hold short runway 27 right at uniform.
54 degrees Fahrenheit.
Sierra Charlie, Sierra Charlie.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins. Items may have.
Alright, we're going to exit here at Sierra Golf 6, then Sierra Golf, Sierra Charlie. We'll cross 27 left at Sierra Charlie. What was after that for Delta 1073?
You hold short 27 right at uniform.
Roger. Then we will hold 27 right at uniform for Delta 1073. Thanks.
Bravo 87, no further TCE. Frequency change advised to approve. Good night. Tower uniform by White 7 order advisory. Thanks for your usual professional help. Good night. For your usual and energetic traffic. Thank you.
Delta 2846 requesting IFR clearance to Charlotte.
Charlotte.
846 says here you've received
Alright, let's get cleaned up.
that you've checked your inbox as of late.
Let me check that out.
And I can't see nothing. I'm just gonna forget those. Flight director, weather. I guess that one was already off. So we. Let's get that Southwest taxi going. Oh, we got some traffic out here.
Sorry about that. Where am I supposed to check again? Delta 2846.
Let's see. Just saw you there on final approach. Sweet. just recorded your landing in cinematic mode. Where should I send it over to you at? Oh man, that's a good question. You can maybe do Discord. The link's in the chat. But if you don't have the premium stuff on there, then it may not. Your file might be too big. Oh man, I don't know. That's been the first time somebody's ever recorded my landing too. I would like to see it. I don't even have the turbo Discord either. Here comes Sierra Charlie. I'll just turn those on. Leave that on. Clear left, clear right. Don't see any traffic down there, so you might just straight clear us across.
Delta 1073 at uniform, cross runway 27 right to join Lima to the ramp. We'll see ya.
Cross 27 right at uniform, we'll join Lima to the ramp for Delta 1073, and thanks for your service. It's always a good time flying in here with you controlling.
Here's Lana, thanks for giving me a little bit of help with over 28 today.
Yeah, I figured whenever I'm a real life dispatcher, and every time I jump seat in, we're always coming in on 28 when landing to the west. So figure that's what we're doing tonight too.
I totally do it when I fly, but I hate taxi times.
Same, but it's okay. Alright, we need to kill these lights. Ooh, look at that 7.5.
UPS 2346, can we get Atlanta altimeter?
2994.
Yes, 2346, information Bravo is current.
UPS 2346, yeah, we got information Bravo on board.
You don't know the altimeter?
Called him out on that one.
UPS 2346, we got it.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 1073. Just a quick question. Whenever y'all do ATISes and all that, do y'all configure based off of real world ATIS?
Yes and no. We normally don't have, on a normal day when I'm just coming online by myself, there usually isn't a traffic demand for trips. That's how we usually run duals 24/7, but if the demand calls for it, and like an event's going on or something, you probably will see us use trips more often.
Roger. I was just wondering. I noticed that the real world ATIS was alpha with the same timestamp as Flight Sim's Bravo. So I didn't know if to go off of what I'm hearing on frequency with the ATIS or what I'm seeing in real life.
That too, I had to choose the letter, but I was kind of lazy. I will confess that.
No worries, I'm known for that.
Atlanta, so 2488, red taxi with information Bravo to the right.
2488 Atlanta Tower, runway 27 right, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie.
27 right via Lima, Juliet, Mike, Lima, Charlie, Delta 2488.
Sweet. Set parking brake. Parking brake set. We did not start the APU. So we'll come here. We'll kill 2.
2346 land tower, verify transponders in the on mode.
2346, sorry about that, we're turning it on.
Land tower, low Delta 417, 3 southwest Bravo, taxi T7 right. 417 land tower, welcome. Hello, runway 27 right, follow the company 757.
I want to follow company 757.
T7 right, thanks, Delta 417. Land tower, good evening, it's London 364 heading south cargo, we're heading for Romeo 10 427 right. Atlanta 364 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, welcome. Thanks for choosing Atlanta, runway 27 right, taxi via Romeo, hold short runway 27 left.
Sweet. I don't know how to get that jet bridge to come over, but we'll pretend like it did.
Romeo, we'll hold short 27.
Cool. Well, that was actually a fun flight.
364 Heavy.
Really enjoyed the landing and the taxiing in.
27 right, taxi via Romeo, hold short runway 27 left at the approach heading.
So let's see. Valenta says I'll touch down at negative
Was that for KBHP?
124. We'll finish that flight. Kill this. Delta. So it's going to them. Negative 124. We'll take it. And I feel like there's one other thing. Oh yeah, packs. Packs. Let's go here. In the flight, 79% satisfied. Probably because I left the damn. First of all, I left the seatbelt sign on the whole flight until 10,000 feet. Then I turned it off like an idiot and forgot to turn it back on. Yep, it's still off. But touchdown negative 121. Unsafe landing, probably because the seatbelt sign was off. Close it out. We'll disconnect from here. Kill the rest of this, and then let's go into. Make sure I haven't opened any doors or nothing. Nope. Hopefully the. Alright, Alt R. Cool, we'll get some replays in and we'll shut her down for the night. Great flight, join your Discord, I will send you stuff now. Awesome, Chase, I really appreciate that. That's awesome of you to do that. And I hope you'll join me on some future flights. Guys, please smash that like button. Greatly appreciate it. As y'all know, definitely helps the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell button so you know whenever I'm going on again. And guess my girlfriend's home. little bit squiggly, a little bit of wiggle butt. I love that lighting. Seeing the ailerons, spoilerons, deflecting. Oh yeah. Well guys, that is going to do it for me tonight. As always, I appreciate everybody who came along for tonight's ride. It'll be roughly about a week before we get another stream in at a minimum. Worst case scenario, it'll be about 3 weeks. I really hope it doesn't take that long to get another stream in. But as always, I greatly appreciate y'all. Please smash the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Maybe one day soon, Microsoft Flight Sim will get that DLSS out. We'll get that big performance boost. As always, we're gonna, like I say as always, we're gonna shut this thing out with, we're gonna shut this thing out with the Marshall camera. I kind of like that a bit. As always, guys, thank y'all so much. And on behalf of the Wrong Side Simulations channel, my name is Blake, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Have a great night, and take care.